welcome back to the channel. You see what's going on. We got a fun one here for y'all today. I'm trying a couple new things out, so excuse if the audio is a little crazy. I'm trying a new mic, trying to figure out the settings, but you see what's going on. Oh my god, that's smooth. Alright, this build is for the smoother guys out here, for the ones that's trying to do a little bit of everything and do it with a bit of finesse. Come on, you see the step back, that's clean right there. So we got a nice little stretch playmaker build. Alright, you see, oh my god, but you see how smooth it's looking, and I mean that's exactly what I made the build to do. It's smooth, but you can still feel me, you can still throw that thing up from out there, relocate a little bit, and take the fader. Now this might not be the regular animations that you would use, but look how deep you can pull from this build. I lost my train of thought. Like that's just what you're gonna do on this build. But the point is that this is a 6'10" build that's doing this. All right, I don't know if you know any 6'10" builds that's doing this. You might know a little 6'9", 6'8", 6'7", but I'm here with a stretch playmaker. All right, now this was the vibe in like 2K20, and then it's become a lost art. Now you can play defense on this one. That used to be the main like bad side of a stretch playmaker build, but that's really not an option. Like that's not even up for discussion here. You see it on the chase down, you're gonna block a lot of shots. I mean, the stretch playmaker has always been a power forward build. You're gonna snatch blocks. I mean, I don't think the defense is even up for question anymore. I mean, check it out. I'm setting up the chase down with these guys, and it's not just like because I know how to do it. It's a build that's gonna get a lot of blocks. You can play the power forward position like you're supposed to. Now, apart from that, I mean, it's a nice build. It's a fun build. It's pretty fast. You know I like fast, big builds, but this is where the playmaker part comes into play. Now, you're gonna have the defense on their toes all the time. They don't know what you're gonna do because you're a threat in every sense of the game. But it's in the name, playmaker. You can throw the dot. It's one of the best parts about the build. It's a great passer. Now, apart from passing, no, that's another dot right there. Whew. Like I said, you can move on the build, so that's besides the question. But then you got the finishing for this build. I mean, you got a pretty high layup. Stretch playmaker, you really wouldn't think of a finisher. You can combo up, but this build can finish. I don't know how 2K is allowing that, but it happens. You can take the step back, do what you gotta do. This is a build that time is running out. Throw the ball to whoever got this build, and let them do them. They're gonna get you a bucket. That's just what it is. Apart from that, though, the build gets angle breakers.
He needs some milk.
Yes, sir. You know what to do. If you're new, turn that like button blue and subscribe if it's the only thing that you do. Okay. Now you see we here with the big boy. 92 overall. You know I never finish my build. It's a 92 overall right now. So yeah, all them highlights, whatever. This is the overall we're at. You see the build name. It's not exactly a stretch playmaker. Okay, that's besides the point. May have told a little white lie, but I made the build with the intentions of getting a stretch playmaker. I just didn't want to touch the build anymore because I really enjoyed how it was already, like all the attributes and whatnot. So I didn't want to touch it again, so I had to stick with the name. It's kind of annoying, but they just don't 3-level score on anything nowadays. But we're gonna get into the build real quick. Let me show you what we looking like, yeah, and I'm gonna show you how to make it real quick. You know what I'm saying? All right, so if y'all remember in one of my past videos, I told y'all not to worry about this build because I wasn't done tweaking it yet, finishing up getting as high as I can to bring y'all some actual good play. You already seen it. Honestly, subscribe. We're doing pretty good right now. We are around 265 subs, and I love y'all for that. Y'all doing the damn thing, but that goal is still 500. Let's just keep going, man. I'm gonna keep putting out videos. Hopefully y'all keep messing with me, and we just gonna go up from there. But let's get into the build. 6'10" is the height. The weight is 212. Wingspan is 7 feet. All right. Body shape, you can make it whatever body shape you want. I chose slight because I wanted this to do me fading away, me, comboing up a little bit and then going into the lane. I feel like slight builds, like skinny builds, are like better for that kind of stuff. Just aesthetically looking, I don't know if it really helps with gameplay. Probably doesn't, but the one thing I will say is that the build is a good height, the build is a good weight, but because I'm slight, sometimes I do seem a little undersized, even though that's not the case stat-wise. But I might recommend, if you're really trying to just strictly play power forward, maybe you want to play the 3 in park, I would actually recommend probably going to find, you can even go build, you're going to look a lot bigger than my build looks in all the highlights, whatever, because I chose slight. All right, so continue. Let's get into it. Close shot is going to be a 70. All right. Driving layup is going to be an 89. All right. I wanted a really high driving layup so I could do them jelly layups, them double clutches. That's why I wanted it at an 89. All right. Driving dunk is going to be just a flat out 80. I wasn't concerned with the dunk too much, but because of how tall it is, I knew I was going to be, getting past a lot of people. And sometimes the layup isn't the best finish in this game. So 80 for them quick drops. You know what I'm saying? Standing dunk is going to be a 67. I haven't even put it up on my build yet. If I'm under the rim, I get them sometimes, but it's not like a concern or anything. Mid-range, we're going with an 80. All right, 80 mid-range. 3-point shot, we're going 89. All right, that's just what I was able to get. Like, it didn't make much of a difference if I went to 90 versus 89, so I just stayed at 89. That one badge point costs a lot for the rest of the build. And I didn't see a point in putting it up if I wasn't going to be getting like a Hall of Fame, what's that badge called? Hall of Fame Agent 3 or Gold Deadeye. I didn't see a reason for the 93 ball, so I just went 89. All right. Free throw is going to be a 72. Oh, 72. Pass accuracy, that is going to be an 85. Because like I said, it's a stretch playmaker, but I kept putting my pass accuracy up to see if I could just get the name. Maybe the pass accuracy would have done it, like the playmaking part, but still didn't get it. Somehow still a 3-level scorer. Ball handle is going to be an 81, maxed that all the way up. I really wanted that name, all right? Speed with ball is going to be a 70. Interior defense is going to be a big 74. Like I said, the build looks small, but it has good, like, for a power forward, it has good defensive stats. Perimeter defense is going to be an 80. One under there. Steal is going to be a 75 and max that out. So you can, you're going to get them passing lane steals. You should be fine with that. You can't play outside defense, as you can see. Block is going to be an 87. So there's not that big of a difference. It's just versus gold or Hall of Fame. Chase down, you don't need Hall of Fame. It costs too many badge points. Anyways, since you already don't have that many, 45 for the offensive rebound, and that's only because I wanted an 80, I think it was. Defensive rebound, wrong. Okay, so this is already how the build is looking. It's looking fire. Like, remember what I was going for, a stretch playmaker kind of build. This is better than any stretch playmaker I've had in other games. I had the 7-foot power forward stretch play last year, and then I had I don't even remember how tall my stretch playmaker was in 20, but that's the first year I did it, and I loved it. I love this kind of player. Speed, we're gonna go with an 80. I wanted the name so bad. And then acceleration 76. I would have, if I had the option, acceleration would have been higher, but don't got the option. Strength is gonna be a 49. Actually, so we're taking one down. Vertical is gonna be a 70. Right? And then stamina is going to be a 90 because you're going to be dribbling the ball a lot. If you want, you can play point on this build, right? You see the badge spread 16, 24, 20, and 20. That is amazing. I mean, you're going to have all the defensive badges you need to play with. As you can see, you're going to have anchor. You have rebound chase on bronze, so don't worry, that 80 rebound is going to be useful. You know what I mean? You got chase down. You have menace. You do have menace, you have glove, and you have clamp on bronze, right? So if you're playing 2s, you're playing 3s, even in the 5v5, you can go outside on the ball handler. That's one of the best parts about this build that make it better than the other stretch plays I did, is that this one is kind of a defender too, right? Your defensive stats are pretty good. You just don't have an offensive rebound. Your steal is pretty okay. Your block is high, and your perimeter defense is high, and you're fast. All right, pair that all up with the fact you got an 89 3-ball. That's great. And then you add on the fact that you do have an 89 drive and layup. So you can get past whatever bigger defender is on you, because, come on, like, you're going to get past them either gonna get a quick drop if you want the quick drops. It's really good on this build, or you're gonna get a good layup. And the takeovers you get, of course, you get like shot create and take. This is a shot creating kind of build. If anything, it should be more of an offensive threat, but get all the shot creating. You get sharp. You can shoot from. You can already shoot from wherever you want. You do get playmaking take. This should be stretch playmaker. I don't get it, 2K. And then you get rim protecting too. That is just, what else do you need on this build? For this style of play, I don't think you need any other takeovers. So what I usually rock, if I'm just trying to win the game, if I'm trying to be conservative like I was for most of the season so far, I only got 2 losses, you know what I'm saying? Not that bad. I would go rim protecting and sharp. I think that's what I do on most of my builds that I show y'all. But if I'm feeling a little nice, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like we doing good, we got like at least 3 to 4 players playing with us in Reco if we're playing Pro Am, whatever. And if I'm trying to have fun, I'll probably go pull up precision and angle breaking shots. If the game's going really well, we're blowing them out, then I can save up for that second take and then start really having fun, get an angle breaker. Even though they don't happen that often, I do get them on this build. Remember that. You do get angle breakers on this build. And, you know, have fun with it. And then, what does it come out to? We got Jeremy Grant, Rashard Lewis, and Kevin Durant. Ooh, I don't remember Shay's being that good. It's been a minute. And it's called the 3-level scorer. Now, I know KD is like he's the end-all, be-all of 3-level scorers, really. So, I get that. I let it go. Rashard Lewis and Jeremy Grant. I suppose so. You know what I'm saying? Great shades. All of them is hoopers. But, you know, I really wanted that stretch play. I really wanted it. I don't know. If y'all do have a stretch play, I mean, comment down below. Let me know if you got a stretch play, how you got a stretch play. But that's what I really wanted. We're going to do the badge breakdown really quick. All right, so I got to level 40 last season. So I got that new core thingy. So what I was thinking of, I was running 2 shooting on this build right here. 2 cores for shooting, but I don't think you can do that in the creator, so we're gonna do it regularly. Acrobat, we're going gold acrobat. All right, Pro Touch, Hall of Fame Pro Touch. If you have a high layup in this game, even if you don't have a high layup in this game, actually it's better for you if you don't have a high layup. Turn the timing on, okay? You're gonna make a lot of reds. You're gonna make a lot more reds. You're gonna make a lot of yellows, and I mean, it just makes sense to turn it on. You get more of a boost having the timing on than without it, right? I'm gonna use my extra badges. I can't touch the 3rd tier with. I know I can, but it doesn't make sense for me to touch the 3rd tier right now. But I'm gonna put some of my extra badges from hitting level 39 into finishing. You gotta have Limitless on this build because of quick drops. So you gotta have Limitless. Probably core this right here. And where we at? You could turn on posterizer. Yeah, you could turn on a silver posterizer. Matter of fact, I'll probably core that instead then. No. Yeah, I'm bugging out. I wouldn't even rock posterizer. Because of how high the layup is on this build, I really wanted to focus on... Okay. But yeah, I really wanted to focus on laying the ball up. That's what I made the build to do, so that's what that's what I want the build to be able to do. It went Slithery, and the Takeoff, and Johnny Slayer. Alright, so this is probably the finishing I'll do. I don't think I have it all maxed out right now, but when I do get the extra, however many badge points I want, I haven't like put any on yet, so that's another thing, but yeah. Shooting, of course, off the rip, going with that. Agent 3s, going gold Agent 3s, volume shooter, and right. I have, from what I remember, I have 3 tier 3 badges on at the moment. What I'll probably do is take one of these down. I really don't rock amp that high most of the time. That's 35. Boom. Just like that, probably. You know, it's just calm. It's a calm way to do it. This is just how I normally rock it, but if I'm like looking to have fun, if I'm looking to, use that shot creator and take, you gotta put on space creator. Like, you gotta put it high. I'll probably go gold, might even, take down Amped or whatever to get to Hall of Fame. But that's just with the 24 badges you got. Playmaking, because it's a taller build, you get Clamp Breaker as a tier 1, which is amazing. Alright. You get Handle Sedays on bronze, you get Hyperdrive silver, right? And then we start looking at Quick First Step. Get that. Bailout, you've seen a lot of my passes was like bailouts is, if the team knows you can finish, it's great to just use bailout. And then that's when I would go Needle Threader and Unpluckable, right? So I'll probably do that right there, and then put Needle Threader on, and then you still get extra badge points to put somewhere else. I would have loved to get Quick First Step higher, but couldn't. So I don't need to put that up anymore. Honestly, I'd put Needle Threader on bronze and get Vice Grip right there. And then rebounding, defense, all that good stuff. Workhorse. You already know I love me. You know I love me a good chase down, right? And then box out beasts, you're smaller, you're gonna want to box people out, honestly. But a lot of people don't do that in this game. I don't know why. You're gonna want box out beasts. You're gonna want to box people out on this game. Like I said, you do get Glove, Interceptor, Menace. I'm not gonna be on the perimeter. These are more if you're playing Park, I guess. You might want to put these on. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be matched up against probably a small forward or a power forward that could dribble too. Maybe even a center that could dribble. There's a lot of those out there. So you're gonna want to put those on. But for me, 5v5 setting, I'm probably gonna be either the 4 or, unfortunately, you're gonna play the 5 sometimes. I'm not telling you to go out there trying to be the 5, but you're gonna be the 5 sometimes. Strong Rebound Chaser. They make it like you got to do it in a certain order to get what you really want, right? So, yeah. And you got another 5. So you could do Polo Stick. I would say Brick Wall so people can't post you down as easily. That'd be a good choice, but it's really whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the badge breakdown. Let me know if you mess with the build. I think this is my most fun build. Honestly, this is the build I have the most fun on right now. If I don't really care about what's going on during the game and I just want to get some buckets, this is the build I'm coming on. All right. So, like I said, let me know down below if you mess with it. If you could get a stretch playmaker, let me know how you did that too. But apart from that, subscribe to the channel and I'm gonna keep bringing out builds for y'all. So we out of here. Peace.